Okay, we're on, and it's eighth episode of Suit Yourself, the menswear podcast.
Nice. 8 already.
Yeah, and it's me, Michał.
And it's me, Jordan.
Yeah, and we have a new setup. As you can see, we are on YouTube. As you cannot see, just click the link in our bio or in the description of the podcast, and you can see us and see our outfits.
Yeah, quite exciting to have some image to it, I would say.
Yeah, it changed everything. Yeah, so today's subject is
But before jumping into the subject, we have the tradition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is the I know.
The positives and the negatives.
Exactly. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Yeah, because
I think you're
heavy on my,
prepared.
yeah, exactly. It's heavy. I need to talk about it. So the bad thing is straight away my car. I have like an old Mercedes 4x4, and I was trying to take it out of the parking lot this morning, but the steering wheel was blocked.
The power steering.
Exactly, power steering exploded. So I had like a 2,000 kilograms cast to pull with my bare hands.
Yeah, gym training.
Exactly, that was the joke because I was actually going to the gym. So I had
so that was your training.
Exactly, that was part of the training. That's very annoying. I mean, I like older cars, and this one is a bit on the older side for sure. Still super nice to drive, and it's still pretty in my opinion. It's the car that they prototyped it for Jurassic Park. Yeah, exactly.
The first ML.
Exactly.
First SUV Mercedes.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice car, but it's getting old, and you have this kind of problem, and you know that's the kind of thing when you wake up in the morning, you don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, that's the bad part of owning an old car. I had an old Vespa, 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so sometimes even new Vespas they don't start right away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why when you go to Rome or Florence, Milan, actually there are most of the scooters are Japanese.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, they are more reliable than. But I mean, Italian mechanics are known for this. They are not very reliable.
No,
Might have changed.
Electronics, but there were even no blinkers in that Vespa.
Yeah, okay.
So not so much to brake.
The hands.
Exactly.
But you are in Italy. You need to use your hands anyways.
I was using my legs even.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Because you need to have the steering was not so precise, so I was just showing my direction with legs.
That's actually what we are also doing with motorcycle. When we cannot show the blinking, we do it with the feet. Yeah.
Or with the knee, maybe.
Yeah. But I mean,
in France.
Yeah, but that's the thing that you thank people when you pass them with a motorcycle with your foot. You put it on the side, and it means thank you for letting me pass you.
Okay.
Yeah, we have an old code. But yeah, so that was the bad part, I would say, the car.
Positive.
And the positive is linked to this. I was going back to the gym, and I quite missed it in the past months. It was almost impossible to go there. And I'm some kind of gym addict, a bit like you are. So imagine not being able to go to the gym for 1 month. You're like dying inside.
Because of the work?
Because of the work, yeah, mainly. And also because I had to change my gym because it was too far and so on. But yeah, not being able to go to the gym, then you see your body that starts after 1 month not to look exactly the way you are used to look at yourself, and it's heavy
and all
on
the
your mind.
Clothes are loose.
Yeah, exactly,
or maybe tight. I don't know.
Yeah,
mine are loose.
They are loose
when I don't train. Yeah.
You tend to gain weight.
No, I tend to lose weight.
To lose weight. Okay, so your clothes become. I also lose weight. Yeah. So yeah, that was a bit heavy, but now back on tracks. But I've not really the best thing to do. But I went to the gym 2 days in a row, just to compensate.
No, it's good. I train. You can if you have if you have a training planned for that, you can.
Yeah, it's not the
totally works. I train at lunch. It's best for me because I hate training in the morning. I need to eat. I need to eat some carbohydrates.
Yeah.
But in lunchtime, it's the best for me because after work, I'm just free.
No, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm better at the end of the day
Hmm.
because I feel that my body reacts better to it.
Hmm.
But I will have to probably find another way because I need to train during work times and so on. For me,
Hmm.
training in the morning, impossible also. It's
Yeah.
like crazy. I see some people doing it. I'm like, they are monsters. I don't know how they
Yeah, I
do
know.
this.
And even like on empty stomach, it
Yeah,
doesn't work for
yeah,
me. No.
exactly, exactly.
No.
But yeah, so that was my positive and negative. But
Hmm.
then what about you? Do you have some positive things and negative things happening this week?
Like I don't actually know
Yeah.
what happened. What happened? Like nothing special happened. I had some extra UGC jobs, some
Okay.
user generated content, which is positive and negative because
Okay.
like yeah, I don't have free time, but I have extra income.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some new fabrics for Scolare for my shirt brand, so
Nice.
I will start ordering them.
Cool.
Mm.
Preparing for spring.
For spring and summer because
Cool.
like winter people don't wear shirts that much. It's just easier to have some turtleneck. You don't need to have a scarf.
Yeah.
You have two shirts even. I have a shirt and this is
Yeah.
actually prototype of Scolare for winter.
Yeah. That's why I didn't see it before. Very cool.
No, those it was on pop-up, but
Nice.
those pockets are from new Safari shirts that will come in spring.
Cool.
Just the Safari will not have the buttoning
Okay.
here on
Okay.
the pockets.
Nice.
Yeah, and the negatives like I can end with the negatives like guys, if you've seen our previous episodes, we were so tired. I was so tired because I had back pain, and I still
Yeah.
have back pain, but we sit more comfortable right now. I have a disc bulge still, so
Oh. Okay.
it's yeah,
What
it's a
happened?
pain. I don't know. I think I just trained because I cannot train legs light.
Okay.
So I just wanted to show off a bit. I we trained with Sarah, and yeah, it
Yeah.
just happened.
That's
Yeah,
Sarah's fault then.
yeah, it's her fault. Totally.
Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah, but that was it. Nothing special. Like I was editing the podcast. I
Yeah.
created the website for the podcast. So guys, you can
Yeah.
also find us.
Actually,
You
yeah.
can
Very cool.
find our email address. So if you have some subjects that you want us to talk about, then just hit us up.
Yeah, that would be quite nice to have. Not that we have this platform and we are developing it to have more interaction, actually, because that's
Exactly.
why I believe is the fun part is to interact with people, to have some not only feedback but just things that they are interested that we can talk about.
Hmm.
We have obviously many ideas, but it's always nice to connect our ideas to what people would like to hear.
Yeah.
So it's the occasion, guys.
And on Instagram, there is also a profile. Suit yourself.
Yeah.
Underscore podcast.
Super
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, but let's go into the today's subject. I mean, I know that you were a bit skeptical about it because you don't like to talk negative things about people. I usually don't really like to do it, or I always like to take something that is quite negative and try to turn it into something a bit more positive.
Hmm?
So that's what we're gonna try to do. No drama just for the sake of drama, but still interesting to get to talk about those things. And it's the so-called new icons,
Fashion
especially
icons.
exactly, especially in menswear. And I remember, so that's how it started. This idea is like we were discussing about Daniel Craig outfit at the Golden
Exactly.
Globes.
Yeah, you mean those icons? Because I thought in the beginning that we are gonna talk about, for example, icons
You
on
mean like,
PT
yeah,
Uomo, like
no,
those
no.
Instagram profiles.
No.
Uh-huh.
I'm not. It's not a witch hunt about Instagram people. No. It's more about
Celebrities,
celebrities. Exactly.
actors,
Yeah, yeah.
musicians.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, actors are more in the spectrum of what we are doing because they are really their image is about this.
Hmm.
And when it comes to Daniel Craig, his whole image is about the style that he has and how good it. I mean, James Bond has a lot of influence in his career and the way he became a fashion icon. But then at the last Golden Globes, it's not just to shoot at Daniel Craig, to be fair, but it's just an opportunity to talk about this and
Yeah,
about this
it
system.
started back then.
Exactly. And I remember he was wearing some kind of black, it was the Golden Globes, if I remember correctly, and he was wearing like some kind of shaggy black
Black
velvet.
velvet, yeah, suit.
Exactly. Didn't look very good.
No.
And you were a bit pissed off by this, actually.
Yeah, because like people were calling him fashion icon, and they asked him, okay, what's about your outfit? Can you
Yeah.
tell us more about the outfit? And he just said he just named the fashion brand,
Yeah, yeah.
and like it is nice. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, it was just that. Nothing like about the fit, about the fabric, about the details.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He just got the suit from the brand, just presented it, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was it. Nothing. And
Exactly.
how you can call someone a fashion icon if this person is
Yeah,
not interested in fashion?
yeah, that's true. Not interested, and also not interested about expressing himself. Because why we called some people fashion icons? It's because not because they were just wearing brands and
No.
be paid for this, because
No.
that any kind of actors can do that, but because they were actually passionate in expressing themselves. Whether it was as an actor, they were wearing the clothes that were made for them. That was their personal clothes that they were wearing, or outside the job.
Or they have something to say when while
Yeah.
creating the
outfit,
garments,
yeah,
the outfits.
exactly.
But most of the fashion, so-called fashion icons, they just get the things, and they are not even.
And you have so much like this because we are shooting at Daniel Craig right now because it's a bit. I mean, I was about to say disappointing, but is it so disappointing at the end of the day? Not really, because I've never been so inspired, I would say, by Daniel Craig and the way he dresses. But
I was pretty surprised with
Yeah, you
his
were?
like previous outfit because he was on Copenhagen Fashion Week or something like that
Okay.
in baggy trousers, dressed like a crazy cat lady.
Yeah, okay.
That was strange, but I think that because he has a much younger partner, I think.
Okay.
So maybe he wanted to feel younger
Okay.
by his outfit.
Female partner?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm starting wondering.
No, yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
I mean the outfit was so strange.
Okay.
Like we need, I will find, and guys, you can look.
Yeah,
on,
that'd be nice to have
on
some
YouTube.
kind of,
Yeah,
exactly.
But the outfit was like he was from Greenpeace, like protesting or something. That was this vibe.
I don't know. It's maybe he's in his like literally teacher 40 years old vibe these days, preparing for a role. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he started as a James Bond. Actually, his
Yeah.
career started back then,
It exploded. Yeah,
and
at this time. Yeah.
James Bond, okay, he was not expressing himself being James
Yeah.
Bond. He got Tom Ford suits that were. I don't like the modern Bond right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the last Bond, I think the new 007 agent, Lashana Lynch,
Yeah.
she looked better.
Yeah.
She had a great safari jacket, great suit. She actually has a style. Check her out
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
She, I think that she actually wore that she could wear in her private life.
Okay.
But Daniel Craig, I mean, in the beginning he looked like a bit better Putin.
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole principle. They hired him because they wanted to make this more rough Bond, you know. So this guy that is coming, I remember it's supposed to be someone coming from the Navy. So that's why also he's dressed up with this, how do you call, you know, this double-breasted typical coat.
Blazer.
Yeah, no, the coat actually, you know, like
Not duffel coat.
no,
P.
yeah, the
Jesus.
cabin. We say cab
Oh.
in French. That's sorry, guys. You will have to talk French now. But yeah, well, it's gonna come
Yeah,
back
the
to us.
naval short coat.
Exactly.
I forgot the word for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so because it was supposed to represent this kind of rough guys, and you could tell during the first episode that it was Casino Royale, I think, and they were trying to show how he's coming from this rough attitude to something that is a bit more bond, so a bit more classy, and but quite nice in terms of cinema and the way the evolution of the character. But in terms of style, it was okay because they were a bit about expressing himself. But now with time, he was just wearing Tom Ford suits, and that was
And
it.
Drake's.
Ah, did he?
Yeah.
Drake's as
A
well.
really, really great. I think it was
I thought it was
corduroy
okay.
suit or
In the
something.
last,
Yeah.
it was Drake.
I think it was Drake's. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. And desert shoes.
it was very weird in this outfit actually because he's supposed to be in Italy
Yeah.
during summer
But
times and
I
he's
think
wearing this
it looked like corduroy, but I think it was some kind of raw linen.
Okay,
I think so. And it was the jacket was with 3 buttons.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean,
It looked better.
yeah, it looked better. Although it was a bit odd because the weather didn't seem really accurate to some heavy
But
fabric. The way
raw linen can be really thick.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know if it was corduroy or linen, but yeah, I agree.
actually
It looked
discovered
it looked really warm.
Yeah, exactly. Too warm for the set, I would say. But talking about linen, it's the way I'm also quite fond of fabrics, and I discovered something that I didn't know before. It's some linen made by Ardulin, and it's some 160 linen, and this fabric is incredible. It feels like something I've never touched before. It's linen, but doesn't shrink as much. Super fine, extremely beautiful. It's like there's some fabrics they are like made of unicorn hair. That's one of them. I advise you guys if you are passionate about fabrics to check that out because it's really worth making something with it. But okay, it was
Is it just raw? Is it just linen or linen with
just
cotton?
linen. No, just linen. Raw linen, and it's almost impossible to make it that refined. 160 is incredible.
Thin.
Yeah, it's very thin, but still it's like super dense, I would say. But still
I mean,
it
it's
has
just like not stretched, not
yeah,
rotated.
really turn on itself.
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
why it keeps the structure.
Yeah,
You don't need
exactly.
to iron it that much.
Yeah, exactly. But incredible. But no, it's just a geek stuff about.
So it's like a travel linen.
Yeah, oh, yeah, there's something about
I
this.
just wonder, but maybe it's very delicate also.
Probably it's still linen, so linen is quite rough in itself. So that's why it has incredible properties. I've never touched fabric like this. Quite expensive, I would say, for some linen.
Need to check that. How much expensive? How much?
Triple,
for 1 meter?
It would be triple the price of wool. Yeah, because they only want to do this fabric.
Okay,
But
I
yeah,
will have some linen and cotton, really beautiful.
yeah,
In the spring and summer collection of Scolare. Yeah,
quite interesting.
we can talk about it.
But
next time.
yeah, but even maybe after because I have some interesting topic. But yeah, coming back on those icon thing, I'm thinking because okay, there's Daniel Craig, but we have so much. I mean, it's like there's Timothée Chalamet, Harry Styles, all those guys. You know, they are supposed to be fashion icon. Harry Styles is a bit in between because he's more. He's originally a singer. And I would say that when you are a musician or a singer, okay, you have more freedom. I don't really care.
I mean, like Timothy, he is showing himself.
Yeah,
I think
more.
so.
But
he's young and he has balls and yeah.
Yeah, a very androgynous style, I would say. Nothing really new, to be honest. I mean, I like the guy. The guy is a cool guy in itself. He's
Talented.
been living in France. He's talking French, sometimes coming in France to do shows. Cool guy, good actor. I must say that I am a bit, as a movie addict and worker, so I have some opinions about him. is I'm a bit tired about this trend to put like androgyne male actor into the shoes of quite virile part, I would say. I mean, we are having some prejudice. We're coming from the 90s, so it was Schwarzenegger that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
playing those kind of roles, you know. But I'm joking. It
It's
was
something new.
yeah, exactly, a bit more subtle than this. But now we are coming from Stallone and Schwarzenegger and guys like this to Timothée Chalamet.
Hmm.
So for us, it might be a bit strange to have those guys incarnating these kind of
Characters.
leaders,
Hmm.
characters in Dune too, etc. But
Hmm.
for example, I must say against my own self that he was playing a king. The movie is called The King, and he's playing an English leader. I think he's playing the king actually, or I don't really remember exactly, but he's like supporting his troops, his soldiers, and I must say that I was like quite impressed by him, and I was like, okay, well, that works. He has some personality, he has
Hmm.
some guts, like you said. So I wouldn't misjudge him so much on the style he's wearing. I would say, okay, at least he has some personality,
He's
which,
trying.
yeah,
He's
exactly,
checking what style is his. But I mean, nowadays it's all about money. It's just like
yeah,
it's like advertisement on actors, on
exactly,
musicians. It's less about your own style because we had those like Frank Sinatra, Clark Gable in the
exactly,
past,
exactly.
Alain Delon.
Exactly, and I would say I can see some influence of Clark Gable in your own style. So, super cool
The
reference.
mustache
Yeah, exactly.
today it's back. I even posted Clark Gable's pictures
Okay.
on my Instagram story
Okay. Okay. Well, you see,
yesterday.
I mean it.
Yeah, I guess the
But
mustache is back.
I mean, you had so much undeniable style icons. You know, I mean, I'm French, so I cannot prevent myself from talking about Alain Delon.
Mm.
Alain Delon, everyone, I mean, despite who the guy is, probably an asshole and so on, I don't know the guy. Not someone that I would really trust, I would say. But when it comes to style, I mean, it's undeniable that this guy has a lot of style,
Mm.
a lot of flair, and he was expressing himself, you know. And we look back at the picture that became iconic now. How many old money accounts are
Hmm.
just pushing Alain Delon? But that at the end of the day, this guy was just himself, and he looks super cool.
Mm.
Um, uh,
And nobody was talking what brand of suit
exactly.
he wore.
Yeah, no one care about this.
But you know, I heard about what's the name of the guy that wore Persol and he was driving motorcycles and cars, the American actor.
You the um, wait.
Jesus, we are talking about icons, we forget. Okay, guys, we are back because we had some technical issues with our tripods. Yeah, and we actually checked. We were talking about Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Because you know what I heard? That actually it wasn't his style. He just got some call-ups from brands,
Oh, really?
and people were dressing him.
Steve,
Yeah, Steve
the big
McQueen.
Steve.
Yeah, the big Steve. Everyone
Okay.
is just like, oh, the Steve McQueen style, the
Yeah, yeah,
Persils and the stuff.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe just rumors. Maybe some gossips.
yeah.
We
Okay.
we cannot ask him, but
Not,
I've heard
yeah,
it.
exactly. No, I mean,
So it started already then.
I was, yeah, but when we were talking about Americans, I had Paul Newman's in my mind because
Yeah,
he's a
but
bit
Paul
the
Newman.
older guy that's a bit in the same, I would say, universe. But yeah, I mean, Steve McQueen is, I mean, but that's the thing also. We are making a bit too much of a big deal of those guys, and then they are becoming bigger than what they try to be also themselves. You know, Steve McQueen didn't try so hard to be a style icon. They made him a style
No.
icon, and also because of his collaboration with watch, Rolex, and so,
Parasol, sunglasses,
exactly,
Triumph motorcycles,
exactly.
yeah, cars and stuff.
And I think it become a bit out of hands. Okay, it looked cool, but I mean, right, it's like a JFK, you know. It's in the same branch of this cool guys slash bourgeois built, you know. Looked very good, but I mean, they are not the only one. So I think we are branding a bit too much what those certain icons were, but still a lot of good things to take from. But I mean, yeah, Paul Newman, Sidney Poitier, amazing guys, you know, those guys, and you were not wondering, what are you wearing? I mean, I don't think we would have dare asking those guys, what are you wearing today? You know, we just knew that they look good, they look sharp, and it was part of their personality to be like this. But I wouldn't imagine putting a mic and, what are you wearing today? Well, I'm wearing a suit. That's it, you know. And now, yeah, it's just what
I don't know. We still have those real icons.
Uh,
Maybe in female fashion.
yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. What's her name? The blonde girl. You saw her in The Killer. She's a perfect incarnation of. We'll find her name back at some point. But she's so she actually she's an excellent incarnation of what it is to have style, expression, but she looks like a queen, I would say, you know, because she has in her the way she positions herself, she's an incredible actress. She's always super stylish every time she's wearing something, and I would barely dare to ask her what she's wearing because it feels natural with her. And I don't have that in the male.
So what do you
male.
think that people asked Daniel Craig what he was wearing because it was just not his style? It
Yeah.
was something. It was just something. Um, he was just dressed
Yeah,
in
exactly.
in some costume.
Exactly. And the name of the actress I was looking for is Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton, I'm sorry, she's a style icon, and she's a better style icon that any male are. And I'm more inspired by what she's wearing, even as a female, than and that's interesting to remind because even if we are into menswear, I think that some icons, whether they are male or female, can be inspiring for both of us because being an icon is expressing yourself. So if you can express yourself to this level and you have a quality to do that on the aesthetical level, but something that brings some light around you, that's inspiring for anyone, no matter your genre. Tilda Swinton, super inspiring.
But how about the guy that played Elvis Presley?
The Butler.
Who?
Butler. I think his name is Butler. No.
No. Let's.
We need the
We need help.
outside
Elvis Presley
I
movie.
think, yeah, in my ear, I'm listening that it's. But I think it's. He is playing in Dune also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Butler.
Because
Uh,
I saw some photo shootings of him showing some
Yeah.
cool outfits.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I mean, interesting actor. But in terms of style, probably the fact that he played this role, yeah, and I hear that it's Butler. That's the
Okay.
right one. But the fact that he's also been playing, so the fact that he's playing in a movie that is from another time gives him some basis, I would say. And since he's quite young, so aesthetically he's been, I would say, taught in a good.
Yeah, so it takes time to find your own style.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like right now, if I wanna try some outfits, I'm not even checking like what's fashionable
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
because I'm just choosing, and this podcast is about menswear, classical menswear. So if you are choosing something that it's classic, it never goes out of style.
Mm. Mm.
So I think like we shouldn't look just on those so-called fashion icons,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
because then we guys, we don't have so much money just to spend on something that will be just out of fashion next year.
Yeah, exactly. And that's was I think it's a very important point is that dressing well is not only about the money. Of course, you need to invest a bit more money if you want something that has better quality. But at the end of the day, the money aspect of it is secondary to express yourself.
Mm.
It's primary to buy good quality, but expressing yourself comes many ways. And let's remind people that every time there's creativity, it's people that don't have the means and the money that have the best creativity and invent the best thing. I mean, dancing, all the best moves of dancing that we, from other icons, from Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire, and all those impeccable icon of style, they learn dancing, but a lot of the moves that they learn were coming from the street. Tap dancing is something that comes from the street. Michael Jackson, one of the biggest dance icon, is some of his best moves, such as the moonwalk, is coming from the street. So he was just getting stuff from people that were dancing in the street. Same with style.
And even Balenciaga is copying some homeless people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
we need to give shout out to the homeless. Is he Russian,
Yeah,
Ukrainian, or
exactly.
Belarusian?
There's this Russian homeless guy.
Homeless guy.
Yeah, that is taking, and they were saying this guy has more style than most of people, and they were just taking picture of his outfit every day, and I was like, that's really
Yeah, like those celebrities, they're just showing what it's fashionable, what brands want people to buy.
yeah,
So they're not expressing themselves; they're just expressing what is good for those companies to
yeah.
sell.
They're empty vessel. They are not. They're a bit dehumanized, I would say.
Mm.
It's a bit sad for them also because I mean, they will be all right at the end of the day. I'm not scared for them,
They will.
but still, it's a bit sad to see that. I mean, they are still artists in their art, so there are people that have been a bit brainwashed and.
But you know, people they are just blindly following them.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
So
the other part of the
copying, okay, you
brainwash.
can be inspired by some outfits, but
Yeah.
not copy them.
I mean, when you're a kid, it works, but then at some point you need to grow up and stand up for
Okay,
yourself.
kids are copying everything.
We all
They
copied.
look
Even
the
as a
same.
kid, I copied. I mean, I didn't copy the other kids, but I copied certain things that I was seeing because I thought it was cool. So I went to, well, I was not really a kid anymore. I was 18, but I went to university with my beige Zara suit, disgusting suit. But I felt so cool. I had my little. I remember I
Pocket
had
square.
not. I don't think I went that far, but I had like my beige suit, and I was wearing a dark violet shirt.
Oh,
And
what a combination.
yeah, my God, and a black tie. And I was like, wow, I'm so cool. And people were looking at me like, what the fuck? But in certain way, I was just trying my thing.
It's
you know?
better this way than to look like just a clone.
Yeah, exactly. With just
Like you know those memes that you're not gonna find a girl like me, and you know all the girls dress the same.
exactly.
I'm unique.
Exactly. I mean, at least, yeah, I was not completely myself, but I was not trying to copy the others. I was trying to express myself,
Yeah,
and you need to
trying
fail.
something.
You need to be a bit ridiculous, but I mean, ridiculous is very theoretical because you are only ridiculous if you feel that you are ridiculous. Because if you don't feel it, people won't feel it either, and you will be
Exactly.
the other way around.
It's when you're just we're just expressing yourself and you're confident with it.
Yeah,
People will just, okay, he has
exactly.
balls to wear that.
Exactly.
But I remember when I bought Zara loafers, tassel loafers,
Yeah.
very pointy, but
Yeah.
they were white.
Well, that's
And you know, in
almost.
Poland in early 2000s,
Okay.
I was wearing those, and the people were staring at me. I was like, "Oh Jesus, no! Just get me out of here! I just need to change those shoes."
Really?
And I was not confident.
Yeah,
And right
yeah,
now, like I don't know, in Stockholm you can express yourself. No, nobody cares.
yeah,
But in
yeah,
Warsaw, it's still like okay, people are more expressing themselves in streetwear with
yeah, yeah.
streetwear.
I understand. Yeah,
Not like menswear classical outfits.
yeah.
No, it's not that popular. But I see that people, okay, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Are you gay or something? The hat, like, oh, Sherlock Holmes. But if you're confident, they just okay. But who cares?
I
Like
mean,
they
at
can
least
talk.
it brings good jokes.
Mm.
No, but jokes aside, it's true that influence. I also grew up in an environment that was quite rough, and even if you want to dress up, and that's maybe why I ended up being interested in something that is more classical, because it's more difficult to attack something that is classical, because worst case they will say, okay, well, I see there's something that I can respect because I've seen whatever. If you are in a rough environment, they will respect the mafia guys and the Godfather
Hmm.
style and so on.
Hmm.
So if you dress like the Godfather, those guys, and it's a style that I quite like, I would say,
Hmm.
because I'm coming from this environment, and I know that even a guy that is coming from the hood or something like this, if he sees me dressed like this, he will be like, okay, that's not my style. I wouldn't dress like this, but I don't know who is this guy, so I won't
Hmm.
say anything.
Yeah.
But if I dress something that is a bit eccentric, then yeah, of course I'm a target, you know. And it's really about your environment where you grow up. So even in the menswear and slash fashion, you get comfortable depending on where you are coming from.
Hmm.
This is part of how we express ourselves. So we always try to push a bit the boundaries, putting this disgusting Zara suit and you
And
trying to
Zara
put those
loafers.
loafers. Okay, we try to push the boundaries. We try to see, and we test our environment also with
Mm.
this. We are try to see the limits. So at the end of the day, what is very interesting, I would say, is that the way you dress is so much more than just silly stuff or just about looking at you in the mirror and being some kind of narcissistic person. It's really about how
How
your
you wear
environment
it.
exactly,
Mm.
but how your environment sends you some signals. It tells a lot about where you are, and sometimes we are a bit confused about our environment, and we are in certain life, and we don't realize that this life is taking on us, and we don't really see the signs of this life doesn't suit me. That's the word. And the way of dressing yourself and starting expressing yourself and realizing the reaction of your environment is a good sign. If your environment reacts in a good way, you are in a good place. If your environment reacts in a bad way, the more you are trying to express yourself, the more you realize, okay, I'm in the wrong place.
Just change the place then.
Exactly. Maybe change something about your life, change the
Mm.
place. Maybe you are not in the right place in your life.
Yeah, because otherwise you need to fit to the environment.
Exactly. And I would
And
say, I don't know.
that was the case with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I left where my family is from,
Mm.
so people were just wearing just the regular clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so not even when I'm visiting my mom, I still see the same people
Yeah.
standing at the same spot like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And like they are just looking like what's wrong? Why do you have those pants so high or something? Like wow, and why you're so interested in that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not interested in your clothes.
I can
Not at
imagine
all.
this. I
Mm.
mean, that's very interesting. I also grew up in small places, and I always knew, okay, I don't belong here, so I don't really care about those things, and I'm just going my way, and I'm always surprised to see that those guys I grew up with, they are still in the same place, and they because in their mind they were meant for this environment. So
But it wasn't even like in a small place. It's the capital city of
in your
Poland,
case,
just 10 minutes from city center.
in your case, it's not such a small
Yeah.
place.
So, you know,
I'm
it's
sorry. I have
it's a,
nothing against Polish people. I'm not
it's a,
saying bad about you guys. Sorry, it's only
it's a,
Michał.
it's just a different vibe
Yeah,
there. Mm.
but I mean, I would go. That's interesting. Also, the way you dress accordingly to the place. If I would go to Warsaw or if I would go to Ukraine these days, for example, it's a country that is at war. I wouldn't dress up. I would, and
No, not like their president.
I mean, I would like to
Uh,
be able to run away from a bomb if I'm getting shot at. So
yeah, but what do you think about him, for example?
about the style of the president.
Yeah, because he's wearing all the time the same clothes. Like, come on, dude. Those situations sometimes they were just pretty formal.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
but
show the
it's
respect.
typical president. They just wear always the same clothes and.
No, I mean he's in cargo
Yeah, but
pants.
it's because it's wartime, you know.
Yeah,
So in
but
wartime, you
still.
need to show that you're about war, and so you need to show. I mean,
But
they
you
all
know
done that.
when it was the uh, not the celebration, but the
New Year?
no Holocaust.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like some event about Holocaust,
Yeah.
and like he was just getting all the attention because he was in cargo pants and everyone was in suits.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
He
it's
was
part
stealing
of.
the attention. It's not like
It's not very
shouldn't
subtle.
be like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I hear you. That's true. I mean, it's a bit, but that's the point. He's doing that on purpose because he wants to remind all the time to everyone that his country is at war, and not to any occasion for him is the occasion to bring attention to what is happening to his country. So I understand why he's doing it. I mean, in terms of style, uh, not very interesting, but in terms of image, and we are talking again about the image being inappropriate in your clothes in an environment,
Yeah.
puts the light on you, and that's the only thing you can do in this case. So I get it, but if I were to go to a country that is dangerous, I wouldn't dress up. You can still, I would believe that you can still wear cool clothes and being interested in what you are wearing, but then you need to rethink completely your way of dressing up. And for example, if I were to be excited about an outfit if we can really talk about being excited about wearing an outfit when you are going in such a heavy circumstances, I would say, but let's pretend, let's project ourselves. Then I would be excited to wear clothes that are well, maybe a bit more bondish, you know, because James Bond is
The tactical.
more tactical, more influenced by
You know
army.
that there was a collab with 007 and some tactical shoes brand, and those Bond edition shoes were just sold out.
Oh, in the last one that he was wearing,
Yeah, the
when
black
he's
ones.
wearing the outfit, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
I
what
wanted
you
to
mean.
buy them,
Yeah, me too.
but they were just sold out, and just the sand color version was
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sale.
It's like a tactical American army type of boots. Yeah, I've seen them, and they're very cool. In the last outfit that he's wearing with the NPL pants with the braces and all. Yeah, quite cool.
Okay, so to just summarize, we don't have fashion icons anymore. We are
Yeah.
still looking on those fashion icons from 60s, 70s, maybe
Yeah.
80s, but mostly from 50s, 60s, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. And I would say also, if there's one thing to remember about what we talked about is try to see how your environment reacts to when you are pushing the boundaries of expressing yourself. You might do mistake, but it's not about you being out of place. It's about, is your environment reacting in a good way? And I think
And if not,
it would be
change the environment.
exactly. So maybe there's life-changing decision that can be taken just out of wearing something that is a bit different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when your like friends are talking shit about your outfits,
Yeah,
change the
exactly,
friends.
exactly. So don't be afraid. I mean, life is short, so don't be afraid to make
Don't
changes.
be in a wrong spot all your life.
Exactly. Don't waste your life. It's
Yeah.
short, guys.
Okay. So now it's the part for
Cultural
mm?
recommendation? Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have something, Jordan?
I do actually. There's a guy that a French guy that I've been following for quite
Oh,
some time.
do you follow just French guys?
No, actually, I don't. But for some reason, I am more and more in touch with them,
Hmm.
and I have more and more opportunities to talk with them. And this guy, his name is Stefan Butichowski.
Oh, so he's Polish in
His name
some,
sounds
yeah,
Polish, and
Polish
he
descent.
created a brand a few years back about shirt as well that was called Butice,
Hmm.
and that's also the way it's been called. It's like a shorter version of it, and I'm quite interested by his parkour and what he's trying to do nowadays to renew himself. So he's a guy that genuinely passionate about what he's doing. And we had some talk recently, and he was telling me that he's a bit confused about social media are nowadays, and how there's some, I mean, drawn also by advertising, and a lot of influencers are very empty,
Hmm.
and they are not really bringing anything, but they are capturing all the algorithm. And he is a bit more about in depth, and he was a bit lost about this, and he's making. So there's his main page that you guys can follow, Stefan Butichowski. We will put links, I guess, in
Hmm.
description and
Yeah,
so on.
of course.
And he also just started a new channel called Du Chien, which means I mean, it's a bit difficult to translate, but it's when you have flair, some attitude,
Hmm.
in style, and in French, we say to have some dog,
Hmm.
so avoir du chien, and so he just started this page, very interesting. He's in a challenge this day of making a reel almost every day, something like this.
You mean to have a Riz or something? Have you
Reels, yeah,
Riz?
reels.
No, I mean Riz to have avoir le chien.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
avoir
to
du.
be cool.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, just guys, I just wanted to use the teenagers word. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
I
even me
failed.
was confused, so
Yeah.
I felt very old. Thank you. But no, very cool. Follow him, but follow also Duchien, what he's doing. Every day he's talking about he's talking about different part of style. I would say he made some reels about watch and so on, but he has a very an interesting approach, I would say, to it,
Hmm.
and he's quite cultured about it. I advise you guys
Okay,
to follow what he's doing.
so another French guy, and for me,
Another one.
I will give a shout out to my friend from Malmö that I met on PT Flannels and Tweed,
Yeah,
Andreas.
yeah,
He's very flamboyant for a Swede, and he's
it's true.
very outgoing, and he's not like a typical Swede. He's a lawyer,
Okay.
but also a menswear enthusiast. Flannels and Tweed, a very funny guy. Sometimes he wear a robe
Yeah, I've
on a
seen him.
formal events.
It's quite funny. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to jump in
In
a
the pool.
suit in a pool.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that. It was at Pity, no?
yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
exactly. It seems like a very funny
Yeah,
guy.
I've been there. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to actually meet him again on PT Uomo in June because we're gonna have midsummer.
Oh,
Because
cool.
the week of PT is 16th to 20th of
Also, it's
June,
during
and it's
midsummer.
midsummer is on Friday.
Ah,
So I think
cool.
we're gonna have a midsummer party in Florence, and
Ah,
it will be also my 40th birthday.
Oh, maybe I should come then.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, those Swedes that are attending Pitti, they are not typical Swedes. So
Yeah.
Flannels and Tweet, Andreas, yeah,
Yeah, cool. Okay, but we
shout
should
out.
find a way to invite him at some point as well.
Yeah, we can. We can. He's from Malmö, but sometimes he is also in Stockholm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
cool.
we can. He's very funny, chill guy. Yeah.
Nice. So it's a wrap for the 8th episode.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys, and see you
See
next
you.
week.
Hear you later. Yeah. Exactly. Bye bye.
Ciao.